Picture this. It's a hot day, you grab your water bottle, fill it up, and want some ice to keep it refreshing. But the moment you try to drop regular ice cubes inside, they hit the bottleneck, wedge themselves in, and suddenly you're shaking and stabbing at it with a spoon like it's a puzzle game you didn't sign up for. That's the moment when most of us sigh and give up, settling for warm water. But here's the thing. You don't have to. Lily's Home. Silicone narrow ice stick cube. Trays fix that problem in the simplest, smartest way. Instead of fat chunks of ice, you get perfectly sized ice sticks. Long, narrow, and slim, they're designed exactly for sports bottles, reusable water bottles, and even kids' cups. No more hammering at ice cubes just to stay hydrated. You just pop one out, slide it in, and suddenly hydration becomes easy again. And let's face it, when something is easy, you'll actually do it more often. The trays themselves are made from a flexible silicone that's both sturdy and forgiving. That means no cracking plastic trays, no thinning nails as you try to pry cubes loose. You simply push gently on the back and the ice pops right out. It's oddly satisfying. We've all had that breakfast moment. The pan is sizzling, the pancakes smell amazing, and then comes the flip. You slide your spatula under, lift it up with all the confidence in the world, and bam! Half the pancake flops over the edge, uneven, messy, maybe sticking back to the pan. Suddenly, your perfect circle looks more like abstract art. And eggs? Don't even talk about eggs. The struggle is real. That's exactly why the silicone egg flipper spatula tongs exist. They've taken a problem that every home cook knows and turned it into a tool that actually works in your favor. Part spatula, part tongs. It grips your food gently but firmly. So when you go in for that flip, it's controlled, easy, and smooth. Pancakes stay whole. Fish fillets don't collapse. Even eggs, which usually test your patience, slide beautifully. The design is lightweight, durable, and heat resistant, meaning you can confidently use it over high stovetop heat without it warping or melting. And because it's made of non-stick silicone material, cleanup is a breeze. No bits of scrambled eggs clinging for dear life, no constant scrubbing. It's literally rinse and done. That adds up when you're cooking every day. What I love most about it is that it's a multitasker. You don't need 3 different utensils cluttering up your drawer. These tongs do it all. They grip like tongs for pasta, stir fry, and steaks, and they flip like a spatula when you're handling flat foods. Less mess, less guesswork, more confidence in everything you cook. And honestly, sometimes the right tool is what makes cooking fun again. It turns those nervous, messy flips into satisfying, Instagram-worthy food that actually looks as good as it tastes. Imagine this. You're working at your desk, typing away, maybe snacking on some cookies or chips, and before you know it, crumbs are everywhere. Your laptop keys are sprinkled like confetti, the tabletop looks like a toddler had lunch there, and you're brushing crumbs off your shirt like it's part of your daily routine. It's one of those small messes that never feels serious enough to drag out the big vacuum, but it's just annoying enough to constantly bug you. That's where the ODISTAR mini counter vacuum cleaner sweeps in. Literally. This little gadget looks compact, almost cute, but it's ridiculously effective. It glides over your desk, table, or countertop and gently sucks up crumbs, eraser shavings, even fine dust that hides between keys. It's the kind of tool that you don't realize you'll use constantly until you actually own it. What makes it especially clever is its design. It rotates 360 degrees so you can steer it effortlessly. And with endurance lasting up to 400 minutes, it runs far longer than you'd expect from something this small. It even has a digital timer, which feels delightfully futuristic for a gadget that's essentially just saving you from crumbs. And here's a bonus. It's actually kind of fun to use. It turns cleanup from a dreaded chore into a satisfying little ritual. You'll find yourself running it over your keyboard or desk between tasks just because it feels good to watch the mess disappear. Plus, it's whisper quiet, so you don't feel like you're announcing to the world that you dropped crumbs again. In short, it's compact, efficient, and a surprisingly welcome everyday helper. Whether it's crumbs from snacks, tabletop dust, or tiny messes kids leave behind, consider this a secret weapon for keeping surfaces spotless without dragging out the heavy artillery. Peeling vegetables sounds easy enough, but let's be real, it's usually an exercise in frustration. The blade is either too dull, the handle too slippery, or you end up taking off half the carrot along with the peel. And don't even mention fish scales. You practically need a medieval weapon to deal with those. That's why a tool like the multifunctional peeler immediately earns its spot in the drawer. Unlike your average peeler, this one is sharp, durable, and versatile. The stainless steel blade cuts with precision so you take off just the peel, not half the vegetable. The grip is designed with a non-slip handle, meaning you're not wrestling it out of your own hand. And it doesn't stop at carrots and cucumbers. It doubles as a fish scale remover, making seafood prep so much less of a battle. This isn't one of those one-job tools that hog kitchen space. It's multifunctional, which means fewer gadgets, cluttering drawers, and more consistent results with one trusty tool. Daily cooking suddenly feels smoother when you can prep ingredients easily, without waste, slips, or constant sharpening. It's one of those under-the-radar kitchen upgrades that quietly changes the game. You buy it once, and every time you peel veggies, slice neatly, or even prep fish, you'll thank yourself. Small tool, big improvement. That's the best kind of kitchen find. We've all been there. You rinse an apple under the tap, wipe it on your shirt, and call it clean. But the truth? Water alone doesn't get rid of wax, parasites, pesticides, and who knows what else from the surface of your produce. That means no matter how careful you are, invisible stuff can sneak its way into your food. And in today's world, food safety isn't optional. It's essential. That's why the fruit and vegetable cleaner machine is such a standout. Using advanced OH ion purification technology, it goes way beyond rinsing. It genuinely breaks down and removes chemicals, dirt, and impurities that water alone just can't handle. In just a few minutes, your fruits, veggies, grains, and even meats can be cleaned safely and thoroughly. And the best part? It does all this without adding chemicals. Just clean, safe purification. It's waterproof, wireless, and comes with 250 minutes of working time, plus a wireless charging system. Translation: it's not just effective, it's easy to use and hassle-free to maintain. Drop it in with your groceries, let it work its magic, and suddenly, the comfort of knowing your food is truly clean is part of your daily routine. This machine isn't just for health-conscious people, it's for anyone who wants peace of mind about the food they serve to themselves and their family. Think of it as a modern shield for your meals, ensuring that what you eat is as clean and safe as it looks. It's the upgrade your kitchen didn't know it needed, but once you have it, you'll wonder why you waited so long. Like pressing a button and hearing a click. And because you get them as a set of 3, you can make plenty of ice at once, which, let's be honest, is perfect if you have a family, or if you're like me and run through 3 bottles of cold water just trying to survive summer. On top of that, they come in bright, cheerful colors. Sure, some might say looks don't matter, but when your freezer feels like a sea of boring gray and white, a pop of neon color actually makes grabbing what you need feel just a bit more fun. Functional, yes, but also a little stylish. Here's the real kicker. Beyond water, you can freeze fruit juices, coffee for iced lattes, even little smoothie sticks that melt slowly in your drink. It's versatility in a compact form. The Lily's Home Ice Stick trays aren't just a minor improvement. They actually wipe out the daily irritation of warm water bottles, giving you an easy way to stay hydrated, stay refreshed, and enjoy it at the same time.